Hi. So today I want to talk about something that I see very often in my healing work. When people are seeking healing for their loved ones, it can be a parent, it can be a partner, sibling, or children. And while the intention of them seeking healing for their loved one is absolutely pure care and love for them, but what I often sense beneath this request, it often feels deep, silent suffering. Now, let me share my thoughts. What happens many times, the person asking for healing is not just concern. It becomes so evident that they are suffering because of their loved one is suffering. Now, one may can argue and say, Baldeep, isn't that normal? Isn't that natural? I would say, just stay with me for a few minutes. Let me explain my perspective. The suffering I'm referring to here is the suffering is not coming from their own pain, but it can be felt by just watching someone else emotional turmoil, reaction, or their struggle. And this suffering for them, it feels very real. Now, there is an important distinction that we need to understand. What I'm trying to say here is that concern, empathy, care, these are natural human emotions. That's absolutely normal. But suffering on behalf of someone else is totally different. When concern turns into constant tension, emotional exhaustion, or feeling helpless, it's no longer about your loved one alone. It's about something within you that is still unhealed. So here's the common misbelief. Many people believe if your partner stops overreacting, if your parent heals from the pain, if the situation changes, I will finally feel better about my life. Only if this person or the situation, as per my wish, as per my timeline, changes, I will feel peace, I will feel at peace. But I say this gently and honestly that relief usually doesn't last because please understand that suffering is not coming from their pain alone. It's coming from how their pain is activating something unresolved within you. Let me give you a few examples here. Have you noticed that someone may feel very charged when justice is not served, while some other people, certain other group of people, can feel deeply pained with the world hunger, and some group of people can feel quietly suffer because of the global warming. Have you ever asked why this happened? Why different people suffer differently in the same world? The answer is simple. Each one of us resonates with something that is unresolved within us. Now, call it a boon or a curse, we live in a small world today. We are exposed to suffering everywhere news, social media, people around us. And if a particular kind of suffering deeply disturbs you, that's not random. That it may be connected to your childhood, it can be a past relationship, it can be an emotional wound, or even something beyond this lifetime. This world just doesn't show us the pain, it reflects where we are still seeking healing unknowingly. Now, here's the truth. True healing begins when someone's pain hurts you deeply. Then you should pause and ask yourself, what it feel like if I wasn't suffering right now? But part of me feels unsafe, helpless, or unseen now. And I say this often, healing doesn't only mean healing through healing modalities or session. It also means awareness. It means self-honesty. When you heal that part which is triggering you or triggering other, then you should ask yourself, what is that in me that needs healing? Here's my final thought. You can support others without carrying their pain. You can love deeply without losing yourself. And remember, you can truly help someone only when you are not suffering along with them. And I say this with my personal experience. If this touched you something within you, something, if it moved you a little bit, please honor it. That awareness itself is the beginning of your healing. Thank you for listening to me. I'll see you soon.